Hey guys, Mr. Preacherman 75 back with you here. I'm going to do a quick overview of the holsters I used. I've been asked a couple of times just recently about the holsters I carry with and just my method of doing that. And so I told them that I would do a video and just show you what I've got and what I use and what I like. Um, that is my Ruger SR9c. That is my everyday carry gun. Um, I've done other videos with it, but I just really like it. That's the gun I choose to carry every day. It's very comfortable to me the way I carry it, and I think that's probably one of the most important things is finding a method that you can carry comfortably and that you'll carry almost every day, if not every day. So anyway, the holsters I'm showing you now are all fit for this gun. And I will say, the last video I did was the overview or the review of my Springfield XD9 subcompact, and I mentioned in that video that I thought I was going to trade it away, and I'll do another video here pretty soon showing you the results of that trade. But um, I like the Ruger so much, that's what allowed me to trade the XD9. I'm very comfortable carrying and shooting that gun, and that kind of made the XD9 a a safe queen, if you will. I just didn't ever carry it. It's a duplicate of what this was. So anyhow, I've got three holsters here that I have carried with. I've concealed carried the SR9C with, and this was actually the first holster I got for it. This is a Bianchi outside the waistband holster. It has clips back here where you slide your belt in, or you can clip it over your belt if you want. This is the back side of the retention strap, and then it does have a thumb brake on either side depending on how you wanted to draw it. You can break it on this side, or have a brake in the back. So um, I paid $35 or $40 for this holster, which was more than I wanted to pay, being a brand new CCW holder. I just wasn't familiar with what holsters cost, but I didn't really intend to spend that much. But um, got all excited after taking my CCW class and went into the gun shop, and this was one that they recommended for me, and so I picked it up, and I carried with it a few times. I don't like it. This is just personal preference. I think it's a fine holster. It's well constructed. It holds the gun well. Um, I don't have a tripod, so I'll try to do this all with one hand. There we go. You can see it it holds the gun well. It's not going to fall out, especially with the thumb straps on it. But I don't like carrying on my belt like this. It's a little bit more difficult to conceal that way, for me anyway, just me and my body type. Um, and also the other problems I've had with it, because the XD9 actually fits in that holster as well, um, is that it pulls my belt down. Uh, Now, I don't have like a really high-tech gun belt or anything, but I've got a decent leather belt that I wear every day, and this does pull that down. You'll notice that there's not a whole lot of room, so if you wore a very wide belt, it probably wouldn't fit on that belt. And the other problem I had the last time I wore it actually is that the clips came unclipped, or one of the clips came unclipped, and it was just hanging off my belt on one side. Um, so anyhow, I don't use this holster. I actually tried to give it to a friend of mine that I know has an SR9C, and um, he had one. He was happy with the holster system he had. So anyway, I've got that. It does fit my gun. And if I were going to go to the range or something, wanted to carry my gun on the outside, I could do that with this one and be comfortable with it. But it's not my choice for concealed carry. This is the DeSantis Soft Tuck holster, and you've seen it on a video of my of the 1911 that I had. That's how I was carrying that gun in this holster. This is model 106B6, and it is not specifically for the SR9c, although the SR9c does fit into it pretty well. The reason I bought this holster is because I was looking for a way to be able to carry concealed with my shirt was tucked in. Now, most of the time, I can wear a shirt and not have it tucked in, like a golf shirt or something like that, and carry concealed pretty easily. But there are times that I need to dress up more and have my shirt tucked in, and I didn't have a way that I could carry when I was dressed that way, and so I went to the gun shop and talked to the guys, and this is kind of what we came up with. I think this was about $20, not very expensive, and it works pretty well. It's not nearly as comfortable as the holster I wear every day, but on the times that I need to dress up and carry at the same time, this works well. It's well made. It's called gun hide. I don't know exactly what the material is, if it's leather or not, but it's soft and it's okay to wear. The holster itself is a little bit bigger than my everyday carry, but it's functional. It works okay. This is your standard inside the waistband clip, but then it allows you to tuck your shirt in between the holster and the clip itself, and holds pretty steady. You are able to adjust the cant of this holster if you want to, which is pretty nice. Um, but anyway, this is the DeSantis Soft Tuck holster, and I do carry that occasionally. Now, this is my everyday holster, and it's not fancy, and it's the cheapest holster that I own. It's a JBP Model 35 inside the waistband holster. Um, the cat just jumped up on the table. If you see him, that's Oscar. Um, this holster is what I've carried almost every day for a year. It is as basic as a basic holster gets. I think I paid like $5 or $7 for it at cheaperthandirt.com. But I carry it because it's comfortable, it's easy to use. Um, it it has the single clip on the back. Now it does have slots that you could pass it through your belt if you wanted to, and you could actually do that. It's reversible, so you could do that on either side. But yeah, this is just the most comfortable way that I found to carry my gun. Um, it doesn't stay open if you take the gun out of it, and I'm wearing it. It does close itself. It's not really easy to reholster your gun, and I know that's a drawback for some. It doesn't have a lot of retention, although when it's inside my belt and inside my waistband, the gun's not going to fall out. It's held in with pretty decent retention there. Um, but the gun sticks out at the bottom, it sticks out at the top. So if I were going to be running around and sweating with it, you might eventually worry about some rust or something like that. But um, like I said, to me, comfort is probably the biggest factor, or at least one of the biggest factors to look at. And this simple little holster is one that I found that is probably the most comfortable, certainly of the options that I've had. Um, so anyway, that's my holster choices. I'm sure that somebody's going to have critical things to say about this, because there's nothing fancy on the table. I don't have any $100 crossbreeds or anything like that, and I'm not going to. But this is how I carry. I think it's very affordable for one thing, very functional, and comfortable. So anyway, this is Mr. Preacherman 75. We'll talk again soon.